Hey guys, this is Chris Ford with the final review for the Brooks Ghost 12. Now overall, I thought this was a very well performing shoe, and I put them through quite a few different tests. Talking some long runs, some shorter runs, some tempos, some intervals, sprints, whatnot, even some body weight exercises, some A-counts, some mountain climbers, used a little bit of weights. No matter what I threw with these shoes, they handled it just fine. It felt good the whole time. Yeah! Now, let's start from the bottom, kind of work our way up and explain why. But first, let's talk about what makes these shoes different. The foam right there, that extra padding, that's what set these shoes apart from a lot of different other type of shoes. This is the DNA midsole that Brooks likes to use. Now what that means is this shoe is going to adapt to your foot over time. A lot of shoes do that, but these do it relatively quick and they hold it very well. It feels very comfortable on your foot and overall absorbs a good bit of impact. Now that absorption with this extra cushion, don't think it's going to take too much momentum from you, because they threw in this harder tread back here. That little beautiful color going on that makes you want to visit the beach, that has a purpose, right? Let's get a little close up on that. Now, that tread, besides having grip and being a little bit dirty right now, sorry about that, it is a little harder as I mentioned, and that provides a little bit of feedback. So even though it's taking some of the blow and has a good cushion to it, that feedback keeps you moving the whole time. The tread up front, now you can see it has some good lines to it and a little bit thinner. You can kind of see in between right there. It's also softer. That tread has amazing grip the whole time. I took these out on some rainy runs on pavement, brick, road, even went across some metal areas, and my feet never slipped. That's very nice, because on some, your feet might slip a little bit, and that's not what you want, especially if it's raining. You want to get home safely. Now, moving up a little bit into this area, this fabric, this wicks moisture very well. Now it doesn't breathe as well as some of the shoes, so if you're out there and even with thinner socks, I never felt the air on my foot, but my feet also didn't really get hot too much, or they didn't get too wet, except in one run. But there's also raining and very humid. Gonna happen. Now, with that wicking, as you start to keep going, as you're putting some more mileage on, doing whatever, it's gonna help keep your feet dry, and you really want that. Some wet feet while you're walking, running, doing whatever, no bueno. I don't even speak Spanish, but I know that one. So this is going to help keep your feet dry the whole time, even if it starts to rain a little bit, and it did. So that little extra cushion in there, the little wicking on a light drizzle I went through for about 2 miles, my feet still didn't get wet, so that was very nice. The cushion on the inside, especially around the heel, you can see it's a little bit thicker on the sides. Now that is going to hold a little bit of moisture, so if it is very humid out, then you might notice these start to get wet, or especially in the rain. Now, the cushion around the heel, you can see that's a little bit different. Okay, that cushion area, even though it's thicker, it works very well on the heel. You don't notice it rubbing or anything like that the whole time. So, get you a little bit close up of the shoe. Overall, it feels very good. It felt very comfortable, no blisters, no things like that, which is always great. You don't want any blisters. But I didn't notice rubbing anywhere. Typically when I'm breaking in a pair of shoes, I feel a little bit around the toes, maybe a bit on the side, especially right there, or maybe a bit in the heel. Didn't happen at all with the Ghost 12. Right out of the box, they were ready to go, and within about 5 miles, they really felt great. Now, especially when I started doing some sprint work. These shoes had a really nice bounce back with the sprints. They actually started to feel lighter as I was using them. So that was kind of a neat effect. Not so much spring or bounce back that you feel like your foot's being shoved forward or anything, which kind of can throw off your gait a little bit. Personally, I don't like that. And these didn't have that, so I was very happy there. Overall, good shoe. They do come with these little areas, so if you're running at night, a little darker, or gets kind of gray out, then cars can help spot you. They're very reflective that way. Plus, I just like this color in general. Just fun, right? Get a little beach action going on. Maybe get down to the Gulf Coast, have some fun, go down to Pensacola or Gulf Breeze and enjoy a run. All right, folks, get out there, enjoy them. Hope you like this review. Thanks.